I've been dancing the majority of my life. It's been already like 30 years, always been a performer, love to perform in front of people. So very early in my life, I have understand the approval of people, of me, but also to understand that their approval is not necessarily because they know Ronald Gratereaut. It's just they're liking a performer that is performing a role on this stage. Even when we say that we are authentic and we keep promoting the authenticity through social media, I still think that somehow for you to get more amount of likes and more amount of attention, you have to put on a show in social media. Authenticity doesn't give you the amount of attention that you would like always.
Welcome to the Happy Beyond Fit podcast with Maria Browning. Today's HBF Experts episode, and we have a recurrent guest, Rony Gratereaut, but this time to teach us about healthy social media handling. Welcome, Rony. Thank you for accepting my invitation to come again, but this time as an expert.
Yeah, well, that word is a big word. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best.
I look at the way that you post on social media, which is the subject that I asked you to please share a little bit more of your process and your creativity with us today. So I'm bringing you as an expert in as far as your own social media channel, because to me, I'm not saying the way you post is better than others. So maybe this episode is gonna help some people, but not gonna help many others because they have a different style of posting. But from where I'm coming from, in which I am changing also my social media to a way that I am not limiting myself to being just Maria the dancer, but I want to allow people to get to know me in different areas. Then I admire you and admire your creativity because I believe you're also trying to do something similar. And you always surprise me with the different posts, the different things that you want to come across through the different videos. It's not just there he goes again with another choreography. Like we already know you're an excellent choreographer and dancer, right? So
Yeah, thank you.
that's why I asked
Appreciate it.
you and invited you to teach us about social media. But then your reaction was very interesting. So can you please share with everybody what was the first thing you said to me on the phone when I invited you to teach us about social media?
Yes, social media. I don't think I'm the best person to talk about social media because at the moment that I'm right now, maybe I want to like keep a balance in life, and that balance bring me to the idea of less social media. So when you brought the idea to me, first thing I thought is I'm not the person for you. I don't think I should be. But then you tell me a great idea, and I think that's what we're going today. Let me not spoil it. We're going there. You give me a great idea of how we can educate about the use of social media. So I'm on board. I'm fully on board, and I appreciate you to doing this. Yes, really.
Thank you so much for taking me up on this invite. Now, you mentioned the word balance. So, what is it about your life that started no longer feeling balanced with the way you were handling social media for you to want to shift to something different?
I'm going back a little bit with my life, and I want to connect it with this question. Okay, to give you the right answer. We talked the last time in our first podcast interview. I've been dancing the majority of my life. It's been already like 30 years. I can say I've been dancing for 30 years of my life. Always been a performer. Love to perform in front of people. So very early in my life, I have understand um, yes, to like the approval of people, of me, but also to understand that um, it's not real. Their approval is not necessarily because they know Ronald Gratereaut. It's just they're liking a performer that is performing a role on this stage, So coming from that a little bit, I think even when we say that we are authentic and we keep promoting the authenticity through social media, I still think that somehow for you to get more amount of likes and more amount of attention, you have to put on a show in social media. Authenticity doesn't give you the amount of attention that you would like always. So taking that part of me being a performer and applying it through the social media, how it works, I kind of rebel myself into like, I want people who follow me just like me and maybe start liking me for who I am, and give a little more of who I am as a persona instead of just the performer that I was putting out for, that I know that I can be like really good, um, get that attention, get that like, get the followers, study my insights, and do all these pro things like influencers do for social media. I think balance is better for me, for me. For what I am right now, I think balance, get the right amount of posts that keep your needs engaged, the people that come for you because of the dance, yes, because of the choreography, because of the move, because of that thing that they like about you that is just that specific. They don't care about my personal, but they care about this. So give that, but also feel a risk to expose a little bit of like myself and see if you like it or not, if you catch it or not, and be happy because at the end it's my platform, it's my social media. So I want to display there a little bit also of me, who I marry, of my son, of my family, all the things that I do that is not necessarily that dance, and feel good about it and feel good sharing that with the people that I have found on the way that follow me not only because of the dance. So yes, balance. I think balance better.
Thank you so much for starting this conversation by addressing the so-called authenticity, because everybody's just so in love with that word. But it was actually one of my questions. Is there such thing as real authenticity? So whether there is or there's not, because I am more of the thought that you just mentioned, you have to put on some kind of a show if what you want, the result you want, is to grow in views and in followers and in likes. There's gotta be a show.
Yes.
It's impossible to do it just for who
Yes.
you are. So thank you you couldn't have said it in a better way. It was beautiful. So understanding that those that want to grow their social media, just the focus, the goal is to grow it, then continue with the show. But what we're gonna start tapping into is for those who want to handle social media in a different way. So you said, I want people to know me. What is it that you want Rony to be known by?
More than a dancer, I always been this life lesson. I will not say coach, but educator. I enjoy living by example, enseñándome a mí. Yo quiero enseñar a otros un ejemplo de vida, pero tiene que ver todo con el background mío. En cambio, yo no atino a ser un role model. No es que yo quiera ser un role model, pero sí me gustaría que hay una población de, por ejemplo, los jóvenes de donde yo vengo, de Residencial Las Margaritas en Santurce. Por ejemplo, yo siempre he dicho que when I post on social media, when I post like I achieve a goal, eh, sea material o sea algo que logré, gran éxito, un viaje, una cultura que yo nunca pensé, siendo del Residencial La Margarita, nunca en mi vida pensé llegar a este lugar, y posteo acerca de eso, es porque yo sé que hay un grupo que me sigue, que viene de donde yo vengo, y que con eso, con ese post, yo no estoy diciendo, mírame, qué grande soy, llegué hasta aquí. Alguna gente lo puede tomar así, pero más estoy diciendo, más mi 100% intención está que estos chamacos vean, porque yo crecí en este lugar, y en este lugar el ambiente que se crea es bien hostil, y con la hostilidad se crea una mentalidad de que, bueno, de conformismo. We get comfortable. And we just live like that. And this is become your new reality. So there's nothing else. There's nobody like sticking their neck out and seeing that the war is like bigger. So when you have a person that go out of that system and made it through their goals, through their personal goals, you can, I feel like my responsibility is like to show them back, show them like, look, this much you can do. You just have to like grab that thing that you love. For me, it was the dance part. I grabbed dance and I aim to be the best version of me every day on that. There are some people that like to sing. There's some people that like art. There's some people that like sports. Um, Different things. There's some people that have the brain. They're like brilliant mathematics scientists. There are people that like poem. They're historians. They grab that thing that you like, and that's what I'm living up to. Then yes, I want to be a role model for that.
Okay, I think what you're trying to say, and you correct me if I'm wrong, is that you want to share your biography so that if it's helpful for somebody, amazing. If it's not, amazing. But you want to open the curtains of your life so that those who would need to see something like that could get reached through your post. Is that right?
Cool benefit. Correct. Correct. Yeah, you say it
And I love it because,
short
Ronnie,
and
this
sweet.
goes this is like touching a very special part in me because the reason why I started this series in the podcast Biography of Greatness, which you were one of my first guests, thank you so much, is because I read a book 3 years ago that is called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. And that book changed my life. It actually healed me at another level. It talks about quantum physics, but it explains with science how you can break the habit of being yourself and become somebody else. Because this personality we ended up having is a result of experiences, then we get scared, then we create defense mechanisms, then we continue to go in autopilot so that that experience doesn't happen again. And then we end up with a personality in autopilot. And then in this book, he's teaching us to program all of this and create a new one. But in order for us to create a new personality, we need to be inspired by other people's greatness. We need to know biographies of people. And that's when I was doing my homework, and he was asking, write down who your idols are, the people that you admire. I was like, oh crap, I actually don't have many people. I have like two. Like, I don't know. That's when I realized I've been living in my own bubble, which it's the
Yes.
life of a human being. We're so consumed with ourselves that we don't take the time to read biographies of other people or like see it, like what you're doing on social media. So then you can have ideas on what to do, what not to do. It's not about, oh, judging a person. No, it's just by, wow,
Yes.
this is their biography of greatness. Let's see what I can take, right? So that's why I started these episodes, because just by listening to biographies of other people, it has helped me to shape myself and my new personality in a new way. So I believe that's what you're trying to do. You're sharing your biography, and everybody can come and take a little bit of something else because you're sharing a lot in different areas of your life. And that's why
Yeah.
perhaps I appreciate it so much, because I do catch on all the different things that you're sharing with every single post. That is different. They are very different from each other.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
thank
yeah.
you so much for
I'm
sharing so much.
no. My pleasure. I'm happy to hear you saying this because it has been all the time on purpose. I don't want to be known, not either remember, which this is a little touchy. I don't want to sound dramatic or anything, but 2 years ago, this situation happened to me that I was like almost like gone, like So imagine coming from that, now thinking I
And
have
for
a
those of
son,
you
I'm building a
listening, if you don't know Ronnie, he's talking about 2 years ago, he went into cardiac arrest and he almost died. Keep
yeah.
going. Quick pause. If you're enjoying this episode, please share it with somebody that may enjoy this kind of content. In this way, you bless me, helping me to continue to grow this project, and we bless more people with this amazing information. Thank you so much. Let's get back to the show.
Coming from that, now thinking more in not what I can offer as a talent. No, that's my strength. Dancing has been my superpower. And I recognize that. But long time ago, even before I start this journey with Zumba, no, the last 12 years, before that, I knew this always has been a superpower for me, my talent, no? And then I've been exploring it and learning and mastering. But I'm more than that, and I don't want people to remember the dancer guy. I would have so much more like to offer. Let me tell you a story. I have this picture of this post, and I want to tell you to a strip like, you know what happened here? This, and 3 years ago, da da da, da, and look what happened 10 years later. That I like stories because I feel like through them I can move you in a time and place that you are in your life. No, everybody understand that. Those posts, unfortunately, those are the non-popular posts. Like my rank. Let's talk about my insights in a post really quick. Um, Dancing with my wife, Ejem, 3,000, 5,000, 4,000 likes, views, hundreds of thousand views. There's a story behind, no? We had built up that storyline from when we started our relationship, from when we married, through the now having a kid, and we have present that in a beautiful fairy tale. Has been a fairy tale? No. Every relation have their up and down, of course, but we have present that a beautiful storyline, and the niche that follow me because of that, they buy it, they take it, they support her. The dancing one, the post me, only me dancing, even if it's a TikTok or even if it's a Zumba trend or my own choreographies, 1,600, like views around 80,000 views, 40,000 views, a little less popular than the with my wife get more popular. But then with my wife, I understand. With the choreography, I expect because I know that this is why I've been showing myself the last 12 years. So, of course, it has been the developing of Instagram, TikTok in those 12 years. So I understand that the people will start following me. It will be because of they know me because of this, because of what I'm doing now. But then I go back to, okay, you know me because of this, and you think or you say you respect me because of this, and you see me as this person that you put here as a role model example for you. Okay, so let me tell you, I don't come starting there. Let me tell you that I start here. And when I get to those stories, interesting, 100 likes, 69 likes, that's the most unlikely post that I will have. Interesting because people think or use you as the role model, but they only want to see the successful version of you. And nobody want to go, what you say, through the biography session, like the important part, which is what made you successful. I'm giving it to you for free. You have to buy a book, and I've been thinking about this. Let's write a book. I have so many stories, even coming from Las Margaritas, uh, dodging bullet, my crazy stories, from where I come from. Those are the less popular because I think people are so used to the social media 15 seconds rule, no, of the 10 seconds post. So now real life become like that. It's like, if you're not giving me anything fast, I'm moving on. And I think the best thing in life are free advices from whoever, because advices are tools, no? Tools. You save those tools, you save those advice. If it serve you, you use it. If it doesn't serve you, you at least you listen to them. But going back to what you're saying, 100%. I think learning from what people coming from is so valuable because it's gonna teach you the do's and the don'ts. That's what the class of history in school is made for. And kids ask, like, why we have to take history? And that's the perfect answer that I heard from a professor is because we don't want to make the same mistake as the people in the past. You need to know the past to move faster, to move forward to a better present, to a better future. So why not to take some time? And if you admire someone and if you respect someone, you are using someone as your role model, learn from their struggle times. because it can help you build or reveal or change or you say, I read the book from him, it changed my mind. It is like that, I think, when we do it with other
I
people.
think we
So
can
yes,
split, and every time I look down is because I'm taking notes because I'm ready to learn. So I think uh I'm splitting the page in half, and there are some posts that are for those who want to receive a product from you. Let's say I follow Rony because I'm interested in choreography. So every time I see Rony
yeah,
posting a new song I haven't heard, then I have access. I can now add that new song to my class, or new step, or new choreography that I know he hasn't taught in his jam sessions or I haven't seen before. So for those who need a product, the others for those who look at you as a leader. So
yes,
it's different.
yes, yeah, correct,
And
yeah.
those who are absorbing things from you as a leader, they are not, obviously there's not much people because everybody wants to be a leader. But what you need to realize is that in order for you to be a leader, you have to be somebody's follower or many other people's follower, and then grab a little bit of their greatness to be able to lead your own community. And that's what I'm trying to absorb from you, and the way that you approach those of us that follow you as a leader of a community, that we have a lot in common. So let's talk about those two different kinds of posting. Okay, when you're trying to deliver a product, you create the dancing videos, correct?
Yeah.
How have you managed to make this process of collecting the raw material, meaning the videos, a part of your life instead of you having to use your life, your time, which is the most valuable thing we have, to go and do a video? Like, how do you make it happen more organically in your life?
So let's start saying that's how you explain it. It's um uh you break the algorithm. It's not what is being taught through with social media experts. So first of all, I think that I have learned the social media way in fully capacity. Like if I'm learning it as if I want to work social media full time. I have learned it like that, like the tricks, the study my numbers, the insights, everything. So learn it to the T, how your platform works for you. I have found my niche, the group of people that like that content, the product that I offer. Uh,
Which kind of niche? How would you call that niche?
the dance fitness followers.
Okay.
So the dance fitness followers, because I I know that I have, and I can tell you this with security. I know that I have influence in more than one program, which is the program that I represent and the program that we met. But I have seen how other programs also I have some influence in and on them. So dance, let's call it just the dance fitness need. So there's the people that will come from my dance and fitness videos or product. No, I have understand and learned how to do that from very early since we start using it, social media for work. I'm going straight and attack Instagram first because it has been the longest for me. But Instagram, I realize when they come up with the idea of Instagram stories, I realize like my people want to know what I were doing all the time, and it was a special time when they came out with that feature because I was chosen for a team to dance with Beto, for Contento to dance with Beto in this fitness concert that he produced, no, 2017. Well, many things. I was chosen, but a big group of presenters was chosen with me, and it was cool because I think the people that follow me also want to see who was around me. People that were follow me or start following me, they want to see Beto because they knew that I was hanging around him. But I was on my story more than posting. I was on my story all day, telling people what is happening, what I was allowed to tell, no? Because that process is very private, no?
And for the listener, if you're not from the Zumba world, Ronnie is referring to Beto Perez, the creator of Zumba. and he was a part of the dance team for one of the yearly fitness concerts that Beto Perez teaches at the Zumba convention every year.
Yeah.
But back then,
And
Ronnie, nobody was into stories. It was something new. You were one of
it
the
was something.
pioneers using stories. So that's why everybody wanted to see it. But now everybody's on stories. And who has the freaking time to check out everybody's stories? I don't.
Is tedious. Is yes, it get too much. But when you're in the moment, your followers are growing. You're not seeing that. You're just living. I was going full motion on that, and I noticed the effect that had with my followers and my engagement with people. The amount of people circulating through my page, it was insane. That's you identify what is your strength. Because look, that was me. Even I have an accent now, and my poor English. Back then, it was even less English, Uh, uh, but people, people, when you show, uh, which I gonna connect it now with authenticity. When you connect the showman personality with your real personality, and people hook to that, that is, I think, what we call authenticity for social media.
Okay.
I don't think that everybody carry their like real 100% persona to the social media. I think that is a
Impossible.
balance between, yeah. I think that is a real good that person has found the real good balance between what they want to see, what they want to hear, what in the moment that I am with the people that collaboration is a key with the people that I am in the moment, and I can show this and I can show it, and I can show it and present it in a good way, putting me myself, not faking it, like with my persona, but put up the show with my persona, and people hook to that. You made it to social media, because that's the key. It's that balance
Okay.
that
But
what
let's
people are
be honest.
looking for. Uh-huh.
For
Hmm.
for some people that have not gotten to take off. Let's say you are trying to help new Zumba instructors that
Hmm.
want to continue to give good information, good content in their accounts to their class participants who are now following them. Okay. And if they continue to grow and attract more followers, good. If not, let's say that you're just trying to help them to create as authentic as possible content with the
Yeah.
clarification that you just said that it's impossible to be authentic, which I love it that you're clarifying that. So if they are trying to deliver a product and the product is dance, what are the key things that I need to keep in mind while not getting overly consumed and making this a business? Because this is not the message you and I want to give today. Social media, do
Yeah.
not take it as a business. Do not get confused. Do not lose your life over social media. Yeah, on the opposite, like try to limit it. Limit it, have your own rules. Let's
Yeah.
talk about first about the product, delivering a product, and then we go to delivering everything else for those that follow you as a leader. So if it is a product, what would be the key things and how do I make it healthy in my life?
Yeah, I think you schedule yourself for certain time. I know that we are saying let's not make it a business, but we have to control it. So it cannot be improvised, because when it become improvised, then there's certain kind of mess. And when it's mess, you cannot control mess. It would be harder and harder to control. So I would say schedule yourself to a period of day and time where you're gonna create your content. And I don't think many people do this, but let me tell you something. The biggest influencer, they script their content, because your content need to be not the same, but it need to be in line with the product that you are.
Coherent.
It need to be coherent. Yes, it need to make sense. It need to be aligned. That's why it's better scripted. So before you get to that day that you already set, day and time that you already set to create your content, know what your content is gonna be about, and also
Do you
know,
do this?
no anymore, but I used to, because not only the one content, the I will schedule the whole week how I want it. I'm gonna give you an example, because after you do it, so you make it a habit. You do it so often, so you make it a habit, and then it's easier, because I don't create that content as before. I create less content now. It's easy for me to remember what is my line is gonna be. For example, this week I'm doing my top 10 2024 choreography. So I create that content already long time ago. I schedule myself to record one day, and I have to schedule it because I have a wife. I have a 2 years old, so I almost need permission to go to the studio and create a set that look cool, that look like it's my own like interview and stuff, and I'm talking to the camera. So for all that to pass, I need to schedule myself. Yes, I script, because I need to know the number 10, the number 9. I need to know why I'm giving those, and the reason, what I'm going to talk for each of them, why each of those I consider they are my 10, because I don't choreograph 10 songs this year. I choreograph over 60 something songs between jam sessions and the scene volume and the convention and the other opportunities that I've been working for Zumba. And so I had to choose from that and give the reason why. So yeah, yes, it need to be scripted. I don't have the habit because I don't create that amount. But when you study big influencers, they do have everything scripted. And especially because they work with specific products. So, you cannot accept this product, beauty product, and tomorrow be promoting the competition of that beauty product. Your content need to be aligned with, even when you turn on the camera and start talking, what you want to say, what you want to be affiliated with this product or company or service. It's very tricky, but I think it's better when you script it and it's
And I
more
would
organized.
say the main benefit of the scripting is that as you are scripting it, you are tapping into your own creative juices. You start thinking, okay, if I want this message to come across, then maybe I can do this or that and that and that. Then you have different ideas that you're molding, and that's how you end up creating something better. So I think
You
that
mold and
what you're
you
trying to say
concentrate it.
is no improvising. You actually do the work, you script it, and that's how you allow your creative juices to flow. Give me another example of how, before the top 10 choreos posting that you're working on right now, what was the campaign that you did before, or the script that you did before that is still cohesive but different?
Sim volume, um, Sim volume 112 is for the non-Zumba followers, is a volume or DVD that goes to the Zumba instructor every other month with music and choreography. This is only for it's exclusive to them. No, it's one of the benefits of being a part of the program. So I get the chance this summer to work on the volume 112, and in the creative process of it, I want to show the aspect of how my mind works, create, create in creation. Deep inside my heart, if I get to train you, or if I get when I get to talk to you, I'm talking to you. I'm giving you the tools as if you gonna follow through, and if you are the one doing the next in volume. This is the kind of advice that I want to give you. Some people don't have that goal, or they don't. That's not the one. That's not the priority things that they want to achieve. No, in their life. So those people all of course gonna find me like a little like boring, like, oh, he talked too much. While you're gonna have two people in the room that they actually, one of their goal is to do what I just did. So I like to talk for, I enjoy to talk for that one or two. So what I want to create is create different contents where I go through the history of how I create that choreography and what was the creative process behind. Let's say like what you see like a behind the scene, no? But a little more specific and a little more through my mind, through the eyes of the choreographer, of the artist creating the art, no?
Mhm.
The And I did, and for that, I need to, again, I need to script it, because I need that each of them start the same, but each of them give a different lesson, not only in dance fitness, but in life. So how to attach that? You need to sit down and write, because like you say, writing is when you realize and you can concentrate and you can filter. And what I want to tell you is every company have, or every tech company or manufacturer have a department, no? It's called quality control. The quality control is usually like this group of engineer or one engineer that come and will check on the product, no? Before the product can like actually receive the serial number and go out, no? I think when you have to sit down and quality control your product. And you do that, yes, seeing if it's met your initial goal. Because you have every idea start in the brain, no? And you have this idea. You can close your eye and you see like this is what I want in my post. I want my post to go 30 seconds because the song is 30 seconds. The algorithm in Instagram, you start working, no? So if you cannot create the content 45 seconds because you know now you're going down. So that's why the mapping, the script is so important because it guides you through that. So
How
yes, I did that.
how do you film a video that you're dancing, but then you are giving a live lesson at the same time? How do you mix
No,
those two?
yeah. So that's a post-production magic. Of course, I sit down and I tell the story as the narrator of narrating my own narrative. Okay, and then I have the shots, no, the clips, and I mix it up. But that's more edition later, no. That's me putting it together. At the end, I want to create like the caption will be the lesson or what I'm narrating, what I'm saying through my story that I'm myself. I am telling you. The dance is just the product, the goal, the success story. It's just to show like, well, I'm there. Look, I'm there. I'm doing this. Well, let me tell you how. Let me tell you how. It will be the caption, or it will be you turning on a mic and say the message that you want to say
And when
through
you
dance.
want to give a message talking, do you have a particular amount of time that you should talk versus how long you should dance?
Yes, yes. Everything go with the goal of how long you want to make the video. Again, when
How
I
long
do it,
should a video be?
I will not answer because if many people watching now or listening to this now, if I give you my answer, they're gonna say like, no, that doesn't work because I break the rules of the algorithm of let's talk about Instagram. No? I told you in the beginning, I'm gonna focus on Instagram because it has been my longer platform. Social media platform is the one that I have more experience. I don't mind. Like if I gonna tell you something like and I gonna aim to the person that I will engage with this story, with this narrative, I think the person will stay and listen. And it was not made for you. I start talking and it doesn't hook you, it doesn't interest you. It's a person that gonna keep scrolling, no problem. Reels, they're going now 90 seconds, maybe a little longer. Now IG is opening the gap of timing business wise, or if you want your story to like go through social media platform because that's your goal, like you want your story, if you're talking, you want your story to go, you have to be the most precise possible. If you can put everything in 30 seconds, 40-second max, that video would have more chances to travel along the algorithm in on Instagram, for example. But then you have to be very short and precise with the message. Depend
Which
your
means you
goal.
have to script it. You have to take your time to write it so that you go straight to the point.
You go straight to the point. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, if a story is worth it to be that short and people will understand it and will get it. Yes, I like emotion. I like feeling. I like to touch. So, and English is not my first language. So sometimes I get to talk longer, maybe explaining over the same thing that I already say. I have been told that before. I found it true. Maybe me trying to make the point because I'm like they understood. Maybe not. Let me explain it different. Looking for the words now, but yes, yeah, yeah. I make it longer always.
Okay. Is there a editing app that you use the most that you would recommend?
Yes. I'm gonna go here. Come on, my phone is here. Look, there's a nice app for scripts. When you write something and you want to talk to the camera and your camera is your phone, you can use this app. It's called Teleprompter.
Okay.
Teleprompter is like a blue lines with white lines. Teleprompter haven't paid me anything for say this, so just like or haven't paid us this. We should write. Yeah, but
Maybe
teleprompter
after
is cool
this.
because yeah, maybe yes. Teleprompter is good because I don't know if the audience here, you guys are related what is a teleprompter mean. It's a device used especially for TV shows, especially the news. Our news reporters, on TV, you see them looking at the camera, but talking like super fluent, super fast, giving you the news like they learned that on their head. No, they actually are reading from a little screen that we cannot see, but it's in front of the camera. So that's what teleprompter do. It's like you grow the screen there and you time it. So the teleprompter will pass the reading what you wrote in the time that you require. Some people are faster than others. So you put the time and it will pass it. And it's really cool because you always look into the camera. You never stop looking to the camera. It make you look like a pro. It'll make you
Yes.
look like an uncle, like an unsure
Like a
in
news
the news.
anchor. Yes.
Yes, yeah, yeah,
Legit.
yes, yeah, yes,
Okay. So as
yes.
far as the script, that app, is there any other app as far as editing videos?
Editing, yes.
CapCut.
CapCut, yes, it is free. Free for it. It have some features that when you use it, it will ask you for a small fee, either monthly or weekly. But CapCut, I recommend that because it's free. And I think in my field, with my niche for dance fitness people, that they play the camera and they dance in front of the camera and they need to add music and maybe add nice colors. And this is beautiful because all those are free. All those features that I'm telling you, adding music and some filters, they're free. It's free to do.
Have
Splice,
you tried Splice? How do you spell that?
Splice, Splice.
Okay. Splice.
Splice and CapCut, they're there for me.
Okay.
I love Splice. You can also like cut, trim shorter videos, same, add music, add some filter, or even like adjust the contrast, the saturation on your video. You can add some color to the video too.
Do you, do you
Uh,
usually change saturation of the video? What are those settings that you usually use? Like more
it,
exposure, more
That
saturation?
yes, depends how the video were record. No, usually we record for dance stream. Usually we like to pick open spaces, or we choose a wall. No, we choose a wall and we stand and we in dance fitness program that we are Zumba is very colorful. So it's popular to be always with bright colors and represent that because it's almost it's part of the brand. It is what make the brand shine is all the colors that this program brings. So when you do that, I think saturation is could be one of your favorite how you would call that one of your favorite feature, no, to play with
To edit
because
the
the
video.
for edit the video, yes, because the saturation will add brightness to the red, to the green, it will make the yellow more yellow. But then you have to be careful because you don't want to exposure the color because it will make it will make it very white, and then the white can bother in your background. And depend how it is. If you dance in an open space and you can see the sky from half up and the sky is full of cloud and it's just a white wall, you have to be careful with the playing with the saturation or playing with
So let's
exposure.
say we're using an iPhone and we're editing the colors on the video, not on an app, just on the phone, on the video. How many, in an iPhone, when you open it, there's like little lines. How many
Yeah,
lines do you move it up with the saturation?
it's a hard one. It's all because every video and light is different. So it's a hard one to answer.
Mhm.
You don't want to overdo, but I'm gonna give you something. Maybe while you record, maybe the setting already on the phone that you're recording, maybe it looked originally gray. It looked like grayscale. it look that you know that you when you look, you see like, well, no, my shirt is blue. Actually, it's not black. For example, it's black, but it's blue. So that means that the contrast is being too high. So it's finding the right amount until you see your video, what you are seeing, until you see that it look the most real as possible. I think that's the trick, because it will not over color or over
So what you're
expose.
recommending is that before you film the video, as you're getting ready to film the video, you already play with those settings, with the saturation, with the contrast, with the exposure, and then the video is taped in the perfect way because you're looking it up instead of just leaving it there and having to edit it later on.
If it's an option, yes. But what I will do is to take, for recording, before you go to recording, is to take any filter out that your camera is set.
What do you mean that's impossible nowadays, dude? Do you know that the camera already makes us look slimmer, like by itself? When you think you're not using any filters, it's already enhancing our appearance on a 5% and making us look slimmer.
That's an
We're already
advantage for
lying to
many of us.
ourselves.
But no. And the creators of these devices, they know, that they're related
How
with
to
what
make us
people are
addicted.
looking, what the people want. Yeah, yes, of course. Like, our camera is better. Look, it makes you slimmer. They know what their customers. But yes, you're right. Some of them are already like preset. So it's just go to your settings, your camera, check that you don't have any filter on. Filter meaning in color filter. Color filter. Of course, if you want, then I have some apps that make the cheekbone and the and the nose less. Yeah, of course. If you are a fan of that, go for it. But I would say record with like as natural as possible, and then in the positive, no, after, when you sit down and you put your video in one of these apps, then you do the color, the brightness, the saturation, the exposure, the contrast. Yeah.
Okay, give me another example of another campaign that you run. So you mentioned the top 10 choreos, how you come up with content for a Zoom volume. What other campaign that is cohesive have you done so that we have different
I want to
examples?
I want to tell you, by the way, that second one, I haven't put it out yet.
Okay.
I haven't put it out yet. I didn't want to do it, which is a mistake, because my volume happened in July, August, or August, September, but it started a little early July with some songs that they released. But I should have done it there, because then it go in line with everything. And then I have this big corporation, Zumba, putting me out there, and then I have me telling the story of how I create each choreo. But I decided to wait a little bit more towards the end of the year to then release those. So it's not out yet, and I don't know at the moment the podcast come out, it will be out. I don't know yet. But yeah, it's a project that is done.
But
I'm
this
just
is
waiting for
also
the
a
right moment
great
to.
lesson. It's also a great lesson because you're saying it should have been posted earlier, but let's have a new rule to keep it healthy, that there's no shoots or shouldn't. There is just you making it work for your life instead of you
Yeah,
stressing over having to keep up with this idea that because it's on time and it needs to be at the
having
same
a
time that
deadline.
super. Yes, exactly. So that is
So
not help.
yes, if I was respecting the algorithm and the movement and the trend, they call trend, no, I should have, yes. But because I'm not doing it because of that, another thing, I think I don't want the message to get lost with the overshadow of, this is the new choreography, this is what we are promoting this week, this song. I don't want that overshadow the story behind the song. We have other, like, two other symboliums, and now I'm gonna tell my stories of what I did over the summer, and that also offer certain kind of longevity. Yes, to my work.
Meaning you're
Mute.
expanding the propelling motion that you had when the zine was released. You're expanding it, making it last all the way to December, because now in December you bring it back with the story behind it. Yes, brilliant.
If I do it there, everything go there, but everything goes so mixed that the attention get dispersed in many other posts about the same. I bubble gum. I'm like I can stretch, and then make people like eat it again. Let's talk about
Yeah.
this. By the way, you know how I create this song que se prende? Well, it was a challenge because and I go and I take you to a place because now this song was part of your playlist. Maybe you choose it. You choose my choreo to do in your class over 2 months. Now you don't use it anymore, and now I tell you the story of how I created and how much it cost me to create it because it was not my style, and now I sell it to you again. So now I have you bring the
Bring
song back
it
because
back.
I have a meaning. Oh yes, I did, and you are seeing it. You can see it now in the comments on my top 10. You can say, I remember. So I'm putting it back again this week. It's like I learned that a couple of years ago that when you remind people like that this good choreo once, watch out, and then they go to you and they would tell you like, oh my God, I forgot about this one. I'm bringing it this week to my class, or this when I start teaching or when I start being an instructor, this song came up. You taking people to places or to times on their life is beautiful. That's why I told you early, feeling. I care about the feeling than the moment. So my story video, I assure you, it will be 269 likes. But from the 200, the 40 comments that I'm gonna get, I really touch those 40 people. They have something to say. They will not be only a heart. It will be a comment. It will be a comment of some really touched me. That song changed my life. That's when I start teaching. It would be like a real comment. It will not be only like like a proof comment, like, oh, I like that Korean. um, we
And this is something I wanted to ask you because, in order for you to have a successful account, you need to know what the feelings are that you want to create in people when they see your posts. So I wanted to ask you if you had identified those feelings, but I believe you have answered that already. You want them to feel touched. It touched them inside in a different area for everybody because it's different things that you're posting, but they are so touched that then there's a reaction to do something, whatever it is. Maybe it is bringing that choreography back, but maybe it is just shifting something in life or remembering something or appreciating something about their lives. But that's the main feeling you want to come across with in your account, right? For people to feel touched.
Maya Angelo, people will forget what you do. We do. Let's go back to the symbolium. We do the symbolium. The next symbolium, people already forget about every combo you create. Doesn't matter how much it costs you create that transition between part A, part B, that you break your head for days creating that choreo for people. They will not remember that. People forget what you do. People forget what you say. I tend to talk too much, and I explain why so many times. But we're still here, like talking, because we think and we believe, and I know that you're doing this with a bright, beautiful heart that you have, because you want this to get to others. Because I know what you're doing. You're the same. You're touching people. You're making people not only like listen. This person is like they have something to say, and we might be feeling the same in the moment, so it can help you. So I love that. But people often forget what you say. People even cannot repeat what I say word by word, after you say it. But what she say, but people will never forget how you make them feel. And I have that saying the last 2 years. That's been my purpose. Is like more that what you can get from me in this on that, whatever I'm doing, I want to make you feel because um, I want to somehow ensure that you remember that when we interact, when we talk, when I told you this, when I make you feel.
Quick pause to remind you that if you're enjoying this episode, please don't forget to click on follow on Spotify or subscribe to my YouTube channel. In this way, you receive notifications weekly every time I post a new video, and you also help me to continue to grow this beautiful project. Thank you so much. I see that in a lot of your postings, there's a lot of pieces of videos that are filmed live while you're teaching a class. There's some that you clearly you prepare the choreography with somebody and you're both or the 3 or 4 people doing it exactly the same in front of the camera. But there's many that is pieces of the real deal class. So whoever is videotaping those pieces of your class, do you tell them specifically, listen, here's the camera, we're looking for this, and that? What are the parameters, the criteria? Or you just get lucky and whenever you get a good piece, you post it?
A little bit of everything that you say. And sometimes on purpose, sometimes this day or this specific class, I want this song to be recorded. I want to have it. I direct the shoot if I want it from the back or if I want it down just on the stage. And sometimes I've been lucky. Sometimes like somebody else doing it, they show me and I love it. I love the shot. I ask for them. If it's a nice quality, it goes to my social media. Yes. Little
But if it is
depends.
you asking somebody to do it, somebody that is not your wife, because clearly your wife would know
Mhm.
what to do. But if you have to quickly tell this person, hey, here's the camera, you position it like this, you make sure you always have me in the center or the people in the center, like what are
Mhm.
the criteria you tell them?
What are the instructions? So if I want to display, my goal in this song is to display the the atmosphere. What happened today? I'm in Greece, and the story behind is like they haven't had a live masterclass in years, and this community is coming back, and I want to show the world, look, this community is ready. Like to other presenters, like come dance here because these people is ready. I want to showcase that. No, the camera need to be on stage or wherever I'm standing in my instructor position behind me. At some moment, I want to turn and I want to face you, but I want to be in the center, yes, and I want you to take the majority of the room because I want to show that. I want to showcase the place or the people or the amount of energy that insane energy that was happening that day. If convention, for example, convention, I have this critic of convention of like people know. So I would say people recording is something that we have been fighting for years, no? Like enjoy the moment, record less. I ask one person to do it so I can say later, hey, do not mind into take out your phone, enjoy the moment, and we're gonna be posting. Don't worry, I have one person for that. I have one person for to do that for you. So we don't need 500 videos of the same piece of choreography. We can have one and take it from my social media. Come to my social media and take it from there. If you want to remember that step or that combo, we're still fighting that fight. We're still there. But yes, I will have one person, but instead of display the whole crowd, I will have it right under the stage, in this with this angle on me, and this person would follow me. So
Why do
different,
you like that
depend the
angle
goal.
so much? I've noticed.
I think it showcase my instructor skills. I think like you really can see like the passion on me teaching when you are like this close down there. Sometimes I don't post some of them because I'm screaming to people, but not screaming bad thing. I'm in the emotion. I'm about to hit this part of the song. La quiero a morir. Y yo quiero que la gente grite, yeah, sing it. And I'm screaming to people to sing. Cántala, cántala, cántala de aquí. Digo, sing it from here. And I go back to the choreo and I look into my partner to my people that are dancing with me. And like, puñeta, vamos. Like coaching, like empowering everybody that is on stage to like the next time we're going to hit hard. So I'm screaming at them. So I cannot post those because the camera is so close to me. But in this place, I found those really cool, but then you can see me like cueing like on point and my teaching skills. So I display that more and the choreography. So when you see the post like that, it's like I really want to give away the choreo. I want to like look what I can do as an instructor. The choreography, my teaching skill, and you see my whole passion.
There's many others that you post in which the camera moves and it goes from you and showing people and then you and then again focusing a lot on the people. So is that you happen to stumble upon those videos that somebody made or you ask them to specifically
Yeah,
do videos highlighting specific people?
yeah. No, unless it's not fun for my own recap. Those when I post clips, it's like I found them. But I'm gonna explain you something. When we do recap, because I have done post production for even Zumba. Some of the videos that they do recap for Sing Academies, for Rimini Wellness Italy, but I shot them and I edited. This is
Ah,
all. This is my other love, no, editing and on purpose. You have to showcase people reaction while you are delivering, of course, because you want to showcase on social media. You want to show in real time what you did. I'm taking a video. Let's talk about you. Maria Browning is presenting, so I'm trying to get like who are dancing this like hard, and the step go arm out, arm out, arm out. I want to have the same part but with the people, no. And then when I edit it, I have a shot of you like doing it yourself, and I edited like people reacting to that part, how you make them feel on that part, because that's what you want to capture. The camera is like this from the people, the person looking at you and being happy, reacting to what you are doing on time. Yeah, yeah. But this is planned. This is scripted. No, this is planned because that already have a format, and we know that. But that usually me when I'm behind the camera creating. When it's me on stage, like I try to lead someone to, hey, can you do a couple of shots, like people reacting? But then I put it all together. That's a recap. That will be a recap of your
you
whole
call
class.
it
Like you collect
okay.
everything and you do a collage, video collage of 1 minute, 45 seconds with a nice song of how the experience of your whole class, masterclass went.
Okay.
So always depend the purpose, no?
Okay. So we've been talking about, remember I split the page in half, and we were talking about if I want to deliver the product as me dancing, this will be the kind of things that you keep an eye on, and the scripting. Excellent, amazing tips. So
Yes, yeah, yeah,
if
yeah.
I'm doing the kind of videos for a person that is trying just to keep posting a constant content, and they want it to be about dance fitness, so the easiest way is to just copy paste what others are doing. So if I see that most people are just, oh, I dance with one more person and we both dress the same and we know the choreography, and we post 30 to 45 seconds of this choreography with a lake behind us or a pool behind us, a very outdoor space that is very pretty with a lot of light. So I post my video because that's what everybody else is doing. What are their parameters? What would you recommend for us to know how to shoot the video and how to edit the video?
Those are easy, but I think there's a guide. And yes, they do have certain kind of parameters, and we can go really quick over them. The camera height, you should be looking to a 4 feet
Okay.
tall,
For
that
everybody, no
level.
matter the height?
This, if you have a wide angle camera like a iPhone or like Google, a Galaxy even, they take wide angle. They take like they're like very tall. Also, we are talking about like real. We're talking about having the phone in vertical position because we want to go on social media, no? And TikTok and Instagram, that's the format. It doesn't matter that the camera is 4 feet. You can be tall or you can be short. It's gonna dictate it by the how separate or how far you are. You always want to aim, if you have the grid, the lines, you want to aim to be as center as possible. And if you are, let's say you are like too close to the camera, there's a rule of having your eye in the first horizontal grid.
Okay.
You know that you know what I'm talking about, no? The grid. When you can play tic tac toe,
The
the camera
grid that
give
the
you that as a
phone
measurement.
shows you.
Yes,
Yes, correct.
yes, yeah, yeah. So if you are far, doesn't matter. You want to be in the center. If you are two of you, close, be the closest as you can dance. Be the closest as you can dance. Even if
So
one
you
person need to like
stagger.
move, yes, that's the best. Separate is chaotic, and in video, sometimes some move you see like a big gap in between when two people are separate. You don't want that. You want uniformity. You want to look like this in camera. That the whole choreo
If
move like this.
if it is
As
three
soon
people.
as it is three people, then one go right in the center of the grid, and automatically two people need to like move a little back. Okay.
Mhm. If it is
Uh,
more people,
that's a challenge. Now start getting challenging. Now what you do is like as center as possible, and now you have to separate. You have to take the
far
camera
away.
further. Yeah. It takes the whole frame that you want to aim. No, if it's only choreography, some choreos, big arm and stuff, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to aim those in with a camera close. We think about between 6 feet, depend where you're recording. It could go until 8 feet far from you. I think that's the good distance.
See, with other people, whether one or two or three, do they need to know the choreography perfectly well, or they can make mistakes?
For social media, the magic of social media is like you can stop daily and record again. So as
But sometimes
pretty
when you
as
have two people in the video, they keep making mistakes. To get three people to do the same thing is like it's going to take hours of your time. So is it okay if it's not perfect?
Mira, for social media, you need to aim. And remember, you're gonna put this product out to the world. So if you're gonna do that and you're gonna choppy things and you're just gonna send whatever first thing you record, it can backfire you because you are putting it open to other people to comment. It might be people that might not like the mistake because people will understand like you could have recorded again or on top. It's in your that's I think that's a personal criteria.
And it depends on
I
who's
have been.
following you.
I think it's depend on your criteria for social media what you're trying to aim. But if you have the time to do it again, I think it's better to
Yeah,
redo it
because if, for
if you have the
example,
time.
what I am doing is that in every class, I want to highlight one of my students who want to be a part of my video. And then maybe in every class, I have one or two students. They don't need to do it perfect. I'm just like super happy having
Nah,
fun with them. So, right?
but that's the story of the video. Yeah, exactly. But it's understandable because I follow you. I know you're carrying that style of video and I know you've been highlighting your students. So you carry that story. So then I understand. I'm telling you more like if your aim is to show like high quality video, and then if you're like following trend, like showing the last Zumba trend, Zumba song that Zumba have launched, uh, you need to aim for like a level of quality. So that will talk later about you presenting, like how you present things. Are you a little more lazy preparing, or you are a little more like you take things to the heart and you work for things? You can see it in the work. But I understand what you're saying, but that is following this concept. You have created this concept, then if it's like that, it's acceptable. ¿Sí me entiendes?
Yes. For example,
Yo
me
entiendo.
at my B1 training. I post a video at the B1 trainings. We don't have extra time to be practicing for a video. I am lucky if I get to film a video and post it. So however they do it, they do it. It's not going to be perfect. They all look amazing, but we're celebrating that they are the new Zumba instructors. They are starting their career. So it's the story. 100%. Yes.
It is. Yeah, yeah. Definitely.
Okay. So how often do you post these videos? Because these we're talking about the product, delivering a product. The product is people come to our accounts because they want more choreographies or ideas in music, or they want to see us dancing because they get inspired by the way we dance. So I know we're trying to handle social media in a more healthy way that doesn't consume our time. So working on all of this sounds very time consuming. Like if I have a project in which I have to write a script and I have to do all these things and edit and everything. Like, this is a full on project. How often, realistically speaking, could I be posting a video like this?
It will depend on your time. I've seen um, many people can post every day. I've seen people doing it like they have a custom of every day posting. Um, during COVID, I had the habit to post every day. At a certain time, I would post every day. But we were two,
Maybe that's why you ended up having a heart attack.
and we were having, but with time, we have a lot of time to spend during COVID. Everybody was at home. We were at home. Our work was virtual, so we already like prepare the whole. We have everything, cameras and lighting, and so we were like, okay, let's start making content. So we were able to create more content because we have more time. People that have more time create more content. Also, you remember earlier I told you if you can schedule, if you could schedule this content creation, it will be easier. So I think it's very
What
smart.
would you
If
recommend for people, like to take it to a good level that you're not gonna go crazy about it? Like maybe work on this on a product to like have it as a goal that you post this video once every 2 weeks, like not even once a week. Like if you go from zero, you're just improvising your videos, and all of a sudden you're gonna start like really planning ahead of time. Then like let's be realistic, like it's gonna take you time. So once a month to begin with, maybe once every 2 weeks, once you get the habit of it.
Maria, difícil, it is difficult, because it will depend the goal of the person. And we're talking from the point of view of our perspective, like coming from me being a dance fitness instructor and posting about my product. But there's certain people that they are dance fitness instructor like us, but their real priority is not into their dance fitness class Monday at 7:30 p.m. It's actually into create a career in social media. So those individuals will put more time toward, and for you to grow in social media, you have to follow the trend of the algorithm that it say that you have to post as most often as you can. Their pages, that they're no face pages, they call it, no face. It's like people posting about celebrities. It's a page that never is a person showing their face talking to a camera or talking to you in a post. They just repost news that they found from celebrities, from Michael Jackson, from different they post, and they're like huge pages. They're like huge amount of engagement, following, views. They're probably monetizing with Meta, receiving a check because of that, and people never show their faces. They take it to another level. These pages post 3 times a day, 2-3 times a day, to keep the flow of people coming back, coming back, coming back, coming back. It's like you become like let's talk about like a product, because when you say product, many people don't understand that what you're referring is like what we are in social media. We sell product, even if dance, as you see it, as an art or as a fitness or as a sport. That's what I'm selling in social media. That's my product. So for people, more listeners to relate with us, let's take a real product, not real product, but a physical product, soda. Their aim is for the consumer to drink and to go back. And also, all the marketing that this person gonna create is for you to keep coming back to my product. Like, come, keep drinking because it's good for you, because it's refreshing. In summer, it's refreshing, but in winter, maybe it will not help you with the refresh. But you know who is drinking my soda? Santa. Look, Santa is in my can. They constantly want you to come back. Doesn't matter the time. Doesn't matter. So which is what you, as a transfer instructor, you have to translate that. No, you want to create people to coming back. So how you do it? You do it with more posting of your dance skills, of your dance fitness skills. So you will see influencers that their niche is into dance fitness like us, but when their priority is not because they have a class on Tuesday at 6 p.m. in a gym, that's another priority. They really want to grow on social media. That's their priority. But they
But
are
Ronnie,
they
to be honest,
mhm.
don't you think that there's so many people dancing on social media? It's like, dude, we don't pay attention to these videos anymore. Everybody's dancing on social media. It's like,
they
how
they
can I do it differently to get attention? We're just scrolling. Okay, there he goes, another one, another one. You look at it for 3 seconds. That's why I'm trying to tap into your brain, because it's like, let's just do it in a different way, not necessarily following the algorithm rules in which you have to post every day, 3 times a day. No, do it at your comfort, the comfort of your schedule, and don't have the goal of growing. I mean, if it happens, it happens. Awesome. But the goal should be like, you're really truly enjoying sharing that piece with people. You have a reason
I'm
why
going.
you think that piece is gonna benefit them.
So this is full circle. Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna go back to from where we start. This is the like what we want. You remember I told you like I have learned for you to be able to understand and to create balance, you need to know both. I think that you need to know.
True.
If I gonna tell you, Maria, I choose this. I want to tell you, Maria, I choose this, but listen, because I know how it is like that. So this is what I am explaining. Just like, so for you to grow as that much on social media, you have to be that persona. You have to become that persona. Now, through my personal experience, I have found that is time consuming. And for me, it's not worth it. For me, it's not worth it because I think it have shifted the mentality of the viewers, the people who consume me and consume my product. I have made them think like I'm just about that. And then now that I want to post more personal things, I'm paying the price because they are denying to consume because I sell my product too much for so many years that now they don't want to buy this persona that I want to try to squeeze in my social media. If it's a lose to gain or a gain to lose, it's you carry that with you. It's a responsibility too. I decide if COVID happened and we have all the time, we stopped doing it because life came back again to be more real, to be more out there. So I want missing almost 3 years of our life in closure and having the virtual, having the social media to escape a little bit. I appreciate it and I enjoy the ride. But now that life is back, I want to go back to the persona of like, hey, traveling again, doing things again, go again, socialize again, going back to real, to real connection, to real touch, to real conversation.
But for many people
Uh,
that have taken social media so seriously, this has become their real. So that's their life on production mode constantly. Like,
un,
sometimes, like at Zumba convention, for example, I see some people that are, every time I pass by, they are filming a different video with different people with a different outfit, a different song. And like, that's all they do at Zumba convention. So maybe they are enjoying life doing it that way.
I don't know. Maybe that has been their way to express. Also, I also found like this is a way to maybe a way to look approval, and many of us have found approval through social media. It's the kind of approval that is easy to get in other places. There's a void in other places, and we don't get it there, but we got it. We got that type of attention in social media. So yes, it become a new reality because I prefer the reality of being in social media. Everybody like me. When you and me have a conversation, maybe I'm an asshole, and, and I won't be like. Maybe you like more my dance and fitness more than
And
fit
many
onto my
many
brain.
people don't even have the social skills. You try to talk to them, they don't
Social
have the
skill,
social
yes.
skills. But on social media, they are amazing. They are a big
But if I shake
success.
my body, if I shake my booty in front of camera, you appreciate it. I feel appreciated. I feel love and like
Relevant.
and commented and relevant. And look, I'm not saying out there that you are doing it wrong. I'm not saying that. But I think everything with balance is better. Can I share? I have a word from someone else I would like to share. In Zumba, we have these big presenters. One of my role models is Ricardo Marmit. Ricardo, yes. One time, Ricardo called me after a big convention. You know that conventions can be overwhelmed because so many people happen to pass around you and to say hi. And everybody want to say hi and want a minute or two to talk to you and ask you how you're doing. And I love those interactions. I really love. But then he arrived this like Monday after convention and me at that time, I didn't have my wife, no family, nothing. It was only me. It felt very empty that Monday after convention, like very empty inside. It was because I coming from my convention start on Monday, the CA meetings with her, and then I see everybody on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like, no overwhelmed in a bad way. You understand? It's like so many attention, so many blah, 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 and so and you feel right in this place. And Monday is nobody's in town. It's quiet. No more music. So it's an emptiness here in the chest. Like what now? Nobody to say hi, nobody to ask for a selfie. And he get to call me in that moment. It was a Monday or a Tuesday. And I get like, and I asked him, dude, you've been teaching, presenting on these conventions for so long. How you do? And he told me something that he will understand. I will understand later. He told me that he turned back to his family. So he will plan a vacation after and activity after. They will go back to their country and plan this and plan that. He will go back to family and keep their mind busy something else. So how we can translate that to what we're talking about? This is how I associate that. You have this amount of time in at some point of your life because of your age or because your work situation or because life just grant you this amount of time to create social media content. This is what you want to do it. Okay. This is what make you feel happy, but life change. Life will take you to what it always is what next. Look, TikTok is banned from the United States. Next year, it's gone.
In January, it will happen.
Yes. You know the amount of people that dedicate so much time on that platform, so much money into create content to that platform. The worst. So much money into buy followers to that platform. I laugh about those. I'm laughing about those. Because you should not be buying followers. All gone because the Supreme Court decide that platform buy.
Because China is
That's how
controlling
you.
us and having access to all of us through that platform. It's
That's
for
another
our own
topic.
good. It's for our safety.
That's
Yes.
that's another topic. That's another topic. But yes, but let's talk. Let's go back to the center point of life. That amount of time that you dedicate. This is how you have to think from now on about social media. It's social media to social media to software somewhere with a supercomputer in a big building, just selling you these products and putting you out there, and they are selling their own products for you to keep scrolling and hanging and making content for them.
I
And
like where
one
you're
day,
going. Like, imagine one day it disappears. How do you feel? And where does your life fit without social media? Yes, that's the right question to ask.
so
And that's
that's
how you
why
know if you're doing it in a healthy way or not.
thing when you can answer that question, what if this end tomorrow? Because it can. TikTok, a year ago, I would tell you like, hey, TikTok is over, and you will say like, you are crazy. TikTok is under prime. TikTok is not going anywhere. Look what happened. At least in this country, no, it's gonna keep going in other countries, but that's gonna keep happening because this news it is the same for other countries too. And in another Europe countries, you don't see TikTok. They already knew about this security
Yes.
concern. So, and you know how many times Meta has been in court. They're like this, like they have so many strikes because of many other different situations. Meta, if you don't know, Meta is the same company that control Instagram and Facebook. You know, they can all go at the same day. Even WhatsApp can go the same day. You should not be when you understand that and you answer the question that you just asked. It's like when you go like, I'm bigger than this. I'm gonna outlive all this platform. And one day, you like it or not, you're gonna stop being relevant because doesn't matter the age that we have, if we have the time now or not, one day it's gonna be over. Either because they decide to be over with the platform, or either because life will tell you and you will start thinking different.
Or because the AI is going to take over, like many accounts that are like so successful and is fake people. AI made the models, and then people they do know or they don't know, regardless, they follow these accounts with fake people. So the times on real people controlling the market in social media are close to being gone because the AI is going to create
There's a
everything. So,
there's a there's a corporation right now. I will not mention name or everything. There's a corporation right now. They create a software. The software is AI based because that's the new. Every IT is learning about AI, and they create this program where you can chat with a person. If you need a companion, you can also
yes,
create relationship in this
correct.
app. So if
That is the
you
future.
want a boyfriend, you can create your perfect boyfriend. We have 11-year-old committing suicide because this AI to control the relationship. This AI was, by the way, was like super. This is on the news. So I was like making sexual innuendos to the kids and stuff, and they have found like hours and hours of conversations of chat between this AI and this kid and
It.
convince him to take his life. That's sad.
Wow.
That's super sad. So this is where technology is going, and I think we all need to understand. So this, like in real life, Matrix, the movie, they warn us. I think that they warn us about this. Like I think, like literally, you have to take the blindfolds out of your eyes and start realizing, like, if I you want. This is the question. I want to dedicate time and effort from my life to social media, to work for social media, or you are this persona and you find the balance where social media work for you in the sense of like, less, I'm gonna use it because as a dance fitness instructor, it served me. I have a master class. I have a master class in London. So in a month, 4 weeks. Okay, 4 weeks. Okay. So I'm gonna create 4 videos. I'm gonna create this week. I'm gonna create a video about the Beatles, relating. You sit down, make your script, what it fit into that concept, create a story that build up the marketing, the story, the concept that you're gonna go to. We talk about when I'm going to London, I will make the this post about the Beatles, no, and it's a song. In salsa, a Beatles song, and now the people from there start engaging with you because now they see that you start studying things like this. Use your creativity, but don't let the social media platform consume your time. Learn how to work for you, and social media is a tool for part of the tool of your work. I think that's the balance. I think that's the balance.
Like, for example, if I'm a person that wants to grow their social media and I'm a new Zumba instructor, let's say I memorized a new choreography for the week that I'm going to introduce in my class. I already memorized it. I can just tape that at the gym before I start the class or at the end on my own. I don't need more people. And I follow good high quality parameters. And then I know that weekly I am in the habit of posting once a week a video that looks with a good quality, good content, and I am not investing extra time on it. It's my time. I'm already having to memorize this choreography for my class. Then you kill two birds with one stone. You just make sure that
Yes.
you add extra 15 minutes to tape the video, something that you don't have to edit so much, so that you don't require extra time in editing. And then there you go. You have at least one post a week, and then you can get another habit of posting something more to lead the community, to lead your students. And let's talk about the other side. We were talking about delivering a product. Now, what's your creative process when you want to create a post that is in which you're trying to inspire the community?
I think most important thing here is I stay grounded to where I come from. I stay really close to the values that shape me, because I'm able to do that. I get to my experience, get to tap in the shoulders of many people because maybe we're contemporary in times, and maybe we can relate. Uh, I don't know, happened to you. Like I grew up with La Chancla. Now it's non-steam as you don't hit the kid and da da da, no. But every time I see a post or a new or people making joke about La Chancla, it make me feel ironic as it sounds. It make me feel happy. Mm. It caused me laugh because it take me to a period of time of my life, and I relate. It tapped my shoulder. I relate. So think the same. I'm gonna talk about. I'm in this field, and I saw how hard some things get for me to achieve one goal, and also I see how easy certain other things because of my skills. How easy some things were in my path. I want to share both. And with that, hoping that I'm tapping people's shoulders too. I think that's the way that I see it. Putting myself like superhuman way of talking. Like I said before, like I'm not trying to fake the accent. I'm not even trying to talk prettier or more correct. Like I keep with my accent. Like I found that like that's me, and the way that I talk, or I put things, like I remember in our in our first conversation, I will say something and you went back and you explained it like way more better. And in my mind, I'm thinking how I wanted to say it, but it didn't come out like that, you know. So, and I think things that I have there, I have the idea and I have the theory how to say it, and I say it how it comes. And I think that that showed them the authenticity. Well, the word, no, authenticity. I said authentic. I could say it better. Yes, I could say it better. I could say it shorter. Definitely, I could have say it shorter, but I didn't. I used like my long way and my way, like how to teach you a lesson with it. So yes, when I'm thinking about those posts, I'm not. I already know who I am. I'm like, okay, I'm this guy, like gonna use like this kind of language, the guy that will not care less about algorithms and make it shorter or not. I'm gonna translate the message how it come and how it come. I'm gonna put it as pretty as I want, and then in post production I decorate it so it doesn't become boring. It doesn't become just me talking to the It become
What
like
are the things you do to decorate?
I would put like background videos. I will use ambient noise, ambient music. I think it helps with the feeling. There's not good tension movie without the last time we talked about Batman and Joker. No, I'm gonna make you another movie reference. But it's there's not a tension in a movie. You're watching a movie and there's not like a scary moment or a tension moment. Boom, without the background music. It is when you're telling a story, when you are sharing an experience from you. I think background noise, the music on the background will play a role helping you creating that emotion. Everything quiet, it kind of like even distracting because I'm just hearing like a voice talking, blah, 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 but then everything's white noise or too quiet to me. No, I need to. So I think those creating. I told you, putting some videos, decoration. If I'm taking you to a moment, I'm saying like taking you back in Syncon 2023. And when I say that, after I say that, it pop out a video from Syncon Experience 2023 that people can recognize that I have the clothing for that day. It's not like a fake video, no, and stuff like that.
So these
It helps
videos that
with the
are
narrative.
more inspirational are going to take longer to edit because that requires more
Yeah,
editing skills.
yes, yeah, yes, and departing from the moment of the script, what we say early. These one are like a little more through. Uh, I don't know that word in English is hard, but
Yes,
like
you
a
have to think it
like a
through
good
more and really scripted.
yeah yeah. Yeah, it cannot be. There's so many people that are good just talking in front of the camera, but like many of us, we don't have like that confidence or that fluency of blah blah blah. I'll start talking, and here this is it for me because you are the moderator and you guide me through a question, and then I think about what you said, and then I react to your question. No, but myself, I couldn't have come with all this conversation just explaining people how to know or how I do what I think is good, what I think is wrong. Yeah, I couldn't have done it. So the
So
same. Think about that.
that
Same
could be
when
another trick. Imagine the kind of questions that people will ask you in this moment.
I think that's the script. I think that's it's like it's questions and you answer it. What is my goal? So I want to talk about this. How you gonna make people believe you? I don't know. Well, I'm gonna share my experience that this happened to me, and this is how I overcome that problem.
For
Okay,
sure.
and what is the final lesson, the closing, and you answer it, and that's your script there. Exactly. I think that's what is the idea of the script. No, when you saw the script, we mentioned the script, but we haven't explained how to maybe create that there. It's questions. Is that this amount of questions that you have about the content you're gonna do, and write the question and answer them? Yes, exactly.
Know the answers to the questions that you're being asked.
Yeah,
And that way you come up with the script in an easier way. So
yeah, definitely.
would you say, because I know you said that you have not been as present in social media as in the past, right? And sometimes you do it, sometimes you ghosted for a while, and then you come back. And then I was thinking that is the concept that I learned recently, and I shared it in another episode with Madel Patub, that it's called adaptability, the concept of adaptability, that is the real balance. Balance in life is not a balancing every day of your life. but that the only way you can balance life is like the seasons. The universe balances itself or the countries with the 4 seasons. Every few months, there's a different thing that happens. So that is the adaptability that we need to train ourselves. And I heard this from a doctor that coaches high performance athletes. And he was saying how for
Yeah.
every 4 months, the athletes need to train in a totally different way because they need to train for adaptability and flexibility in life. Bless you. So, and then
Thank you.
it makes
Sorry.
sense when he mentioned the 4 seasons. It's like, oh, that makes sense. Our life goes through changes as well. So we may not have been so present in social media for these 3 or 4 months, but then we come back and all of a sudden we do have more presence. And then for the other season, it's like little by little. And that at the end of the year, that's when you see if you were able to balance the whole thing. So let's
Yeah.
not talk about how many posts per week, but like maybe a month. Like at this, because I've gone through those phases in which I've been so busy or so focused on learning something new that I registered for a certification or something. I haven't had the time to work on social media. But then I need to make sure that at least I don't totally ghost it, that at least there's something every 2 weeks. Like that's for me, my rule. I got to post something at least
Yeah.
every 2 or max 3 weeks, but I cannot just go a whole month without appearing on social media because I'm going to lose all the
Yeah.
work I've done in the past. So,
Yeah.
what would be like a healthy thing that you would recommend for people to at least do this and don't do more than this because then your life is going to be consumed by it? For those that want
Yeah.
to handle it in a healthy way.
In a healthy way. Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, because we talk about how Instagram, social media experts want you to handle it if you want to dedicate your full attention to only that. So we talk about that. When you invite me for this topic, I didn't want first because I found I am not the correct person to talk about social media. When you told me the topic is social media, I say I caught you. I didn't even let you explain me. And I call you, I say like, I don't know, I'm not the person because I do this, and I told you my habits. Like I sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So I don't think I'm the person you want for social media. But it all comes full circle because I love that you wanted to bring it here to the healthy balance is using it in your advantage. What happened is, Maria, that is not I cannot say like a right time because I don't want to give parameters. Because if I start giving parameters, I will start sounding the same that social media experts tell you to do. I don't want, you understand? I don't want to say like once a month and twice a month because everybody, maybe your field, this is getting to many people, not only into dance fitness. Dance fitness is my niche, but I hope that if you are listening, wherever you are in your career or in your business, you get to this level of maturity that you understand your product so well that you learn how to identify when it needed, when is the needing of social media and how social media will affect the product by time. Sometimes I'm gonna explain you. In my field, sometimes maybe I don't want to do posts. I don't want to take time and do a post. But because a project is coming on the way, it's imperative. I have to start posting. So my work require me to go and post or start posting a little more often on my own time, but a little more often. The healthy place here is like to do it, you feeling that either you do it because you're gonna gain out of it, no, just because you're giving away. Think about time is precious. So I'm not just giving away time. I'm doing it because it's gonna help my work in a couple of weeks. It is part of the work. It's part of the project. Is that I do this now or for tomorrow. Um, if your work had to be with social media, our work had to be with social media because today is attached. Maybe uh, uh, maybe when you guys, you are our teachers, when you guys start this 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, maybe social media was not the place, but today our work is attached, kind of like super attached now. So if it's relevant for your work and it's help, okay, plan your time, schedule your time, like I said in the beginning, schedule, create your script, go along with it. And if it's not, then don't do it for free. Then don't do it. Then for free. No meaning I'm talking about money. I'm talking about time, because time worth more than money. Time is more precious than money. People, and so many of us don't understand that or haven't understand that yet. I think, for me, I think time is more precious than money. So if it will not cost you, if it will not give you any gain, and at the end money, maybe if it doesn't give you either money either, so why to do it? Why to spend time then doing it?
I
Uh,
agree 100%. For example, these episodes of my podcast, I'm not making any money. Why am I doing it? Because I am gaining from it. I'm learning from you. That's why I'm only inviting people that I am interested on and I'm curious about. But if it was like, I do have some people recommending, why don't you invite this person, this other person? And I'm like, I need to be so curious about this person for me to invest my currency, that is time. It's so valuable. So once I do it, I am happy to share this. Like, dude, I'm learning so much. I hope many people can benefit from this. So let's do it. And that's I'm passionate about it right now. But you're absolutely right. It needs to be valuable for you to invest your time, which is the most
yeah,
valuable thing that we all possess.
I'm
So
honored.
if you're doing it
Honored
for
that you think like
free,
that.
if everybody's
Um,
investing all this time to post videos that look so high quality, but at the end of the day, what is it giving you? Nothing. Zero. Like, yeah, some likes, some views. You're investing
you
your
you
time in it.
you say before, I don't want to tap there. I didn't stop you, but you say this, and the reason is like I didn't want to tap there because I have so many friends doing it. I don't want them to feel at any point tap in the shoulder like, hey, this is for you maybe. So many people doing it. You say it. So many people doing it. Like, it's not special anymore. It's not special anymore. Instagram want to pay you and to monetize. The more you give me to my platform, the more I will pay you. But really, you say something and it took me to this other process. Record a video is not only the shoot the song, it's also for ladies. It's also like the makeup, like the hair, like the outfit. I like to record video
It's
only
an
when I have
investment.
it's a clean of time. It's a lot of time. It's not only the time that you take. We didn't talk about this. Find the right spot. I found that now because now you want your video to look each of them look different in a different background. It's like you are a fitness instructor. Just record yourself in the gym. You say early
Scouting
like
for
what
location.
are the instructor is starting. You ask the question. What is the instructor is starting? Like, girl, dude, in the gym, that's the best place. Don't spend money, don't spend gas to travel to fancy downtown, buying a speaker on Amazon to have the music loud. Dude, the people want to know how you teach. I just want to see how you teach it, to see if I go to your class. That's what you want to sell me. Do it in the gym. That's a free place, a free space, and it's related to your job. Just use your Zumba wear, use your fitness wear, white fancy clothing for a dance fitness video. You cannot even lift your knees. Why? Because you're in a skinny gym. That's not You are not in the fashion. You are in the fitness industry. Yeah, there's so many things, but my personal opinion, but tap, go to I'm not criticizing it or trying to criticize a specific person. I'm going through the premise of the spend of the time and effort to impress who, like just to sit and wait how your heart are going up. And it's not worth it because this platform can be taken down tomorrow and you lose it, everything. In 3 days, that post will not be no relevant anymore. If you post every day, your post from yesterday is not relevant anymore today after the amount of time that you put and effort you put on this content. So ask yourself, is this healthy? Is this what you want in life? What you can be like spending time in to become millionaire, doing other things. Yeah.
Dude, 100%. I
And
started training myself 2 months ago in finances because I've decided I'm going to learn how to invest in the stock market.
education.
Yeah, like if I want to make money, then I have to look for ways to make money. So, but
Yeah,
those
yeah.
are my
You have to
parameters.
find it
Yeah.
worth it. Yeah.
So for everybody, ask yourself: am I learning from this process? Am I gaining anything? Any growth, improvement myself? Because every time I do a video, I dance better, or I teach myself a different skill, a different rhythm. Okay, awesome. You're showing us your progression, your transformation into a better performer, a better dancer. That could be it.
Yes.
It can be many different
Yes.
reasons, but make sure it's something
That's a nice
meaningful for
story.
you.
That's a beautiful concept there. Like, show me your growth.
And then another rule that I have when I post a video, I don't open that social media, that Instagram for the rest of the day. Yes, I know that the
I
algorithm
think
tells you that you should reply to the
no,
comments
no,
and blah,
no,
blah, blah. And like, no,
no, no. That
don't look at it
no,
for the rest of the
later
day.
you can. Later you can. When you have time,
You
yes,
don't feel that
go
need of
interact with the.
looking at the
But
videos.
no there, because
Yes.
then I think then again we're tapping into the unhealthier waters. If you are doing that, if you're like posting and staying there, waiting for the right attention, waiting for the approval of people, and something, you need a distraction. You need to find other things, reach to family, reach to friends. I'm not a psychologist. I'm saying this out of my own chest, but I don't think that would be healthy for you, because it, it's not peace. It's chaos, and you want to provoke a reaction, and then you are looking for and then you sit and wait for the reaction. Um, it's a little chaotic. It represents a fight inside you, maybe with other distraction will help you to get better on that and
Thank you,
distribute your
Ronnie,
time
so
better in
much
other things.
for all of these very valuable tips, advice, ideas,
Yes.
criteria. I took lots of notes.
I have a final. I wrote it before we talked, but I somehow you give me the topic, of course, when we talk, and I make like a statement to close it, because I think it recap a little bit everything that we talked. Can I go really quick?
Yes, please do the
Yes.
closing.
Okay. For I think healthy social media habit could include setting time limit on usage, being mindful of the content you consume, prioritizing real life connection over online comparisons. And this is something we didn't talk. We talk about individuality, but also be careful, because you don't need to post as much as other person is doing too. So be careful in comparing the amount of posts that you do versus, doesn't have anything to do that person is better than you or not, or a better presenter than you, or better in any field than you. That doesn't say anything about quality of your persona. Engaging people with positive content. We didn't tap this, but I think it's important to mention it, even if it's a short sentence. Unfollowing accounts that cause negativity. I think in social media, it's a good habit not to be all the time amongst people that are into the drama or that are into like negativity thought. If you're gonna use it, like, at least surround yourself with positive people, no? People that you can learn from. And using social media as a tool to connect with others or expose your work, rather than passively scrolling through content.
Yes, like give an important meaning to your opening your Instagram. Am I opening this because I'm gonna go share something from the bottom of my heart to whoever wants to take it, instead of just scrolling, scrolling, scrolling?
Just like
Very good.
scrolling, yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Because that's time consuming too.
And
When you become not the
yes,
seller of the product, when you become now the victim of the social media, you know?
yes. And sometimes, going back to what you said about it's not a competition. Don't feel that because this other person is posting that you have anxiety because you have not posted. Sometimes, like, put that account on mute. Like, stop being aware, seeing all the things they're doing, because it's causing anxiety to you. It's like,
Yeah,
or if
yeah.
you keep following this amazing fitness trainer that is promising you the body of your dreams, but you're not doing it, but it's just a constant reminder that you feel horrible the way you look right now.
And you
Just unfollow
frustrate
or
you.
mute that person for a while so that you don't have that constant reminder bringing you down every single day. I love those tips. Amazing. Thank you so much, Ronnie.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you for
Yeah, thank
sharing your
you. Thank you for having me.
creativity.
No, really.
And dude, in the meantime, obviously, we don't have the creative juices that you have. We may have them once we start scripting, planning ahead. I have not done it scripted, so this is totally new for me. I love it. I'm going to give it a try. But in the meantime, I can also just get inspired and copy some of your ideas. Like, I love your top 10 choreographies, and every day you're posting a
Yes,
choreography
yeah, yeah,
number
yes.
number 9. We're on number 8, 9, or 8, something like that. So yeah, like,
7
use
today,
that
7.
idea to post the top 10 things that you did in 2024, or that changed your life, or that improved your life, or that improved your health. Like, just we can also get inspired by your ideas and add it to our content. So in this way, we bring something
I agree,
different that is
100%.
not just the
That top 10
regular.
is not my idea. That top 10 is not my idea. I saw it, I get inspired. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do some this, but in inside
Yeah,
what I do. Yes, yeah, yes,
exactly.
definitely.
Because it goes back full circle into, is there really such thing as authenticity? Like, let's stop pretending we're authentic. There's no such thing. We just keep inspiring each other, copying ideas from each other. And that's how we continue to do things better in life, is learning from others. So it doesn't matter
Yes.
authentic or not. It's like we're trying to do it from our heart to share with others. Ronnie, thank you. Thank you
Thank you,
so
Maria.
much.
Thank
What
you.
a privilege
Thank you so much.
having you again.
Oh, my honor is mine, please. Thank you.
Thank you.